Hi, I might be a little sick, but welcome to Into the Void, where I talk about whatever I want to, and I'm really excited for today because I just made my first furry icon in ages. Now, I've been a furry artist for like 2 years-ish. I started after drawing Pokemon, which is like funny as heck, and probably its own story time that I'll maybe do later, but after that, I kind of began studying anatomy, stylization, color theory, all those sort of like good things you're supposed to study as an artist, and I ended up with a style that I actually did enjoy, which was more humanoid rather than a furry. But during the time of being a furry artist, or quote-unquote like transitioning into it, I also had this one OC, which you can see on screen right now, Kade, which is my OC, and Persona, which at one point had a more anthro furry-based, like, you know, those kind of like furry artists who make really cute, like awesome, like rendered full furry art with like tons of fur and all that sort of thing. And though I kind of ended up in a situation where I didn't really feel comfortable with the art style that I'd gotten, because I felt like it was messy, not good, I didn't render right, everything was just bad, so I just switched. I wanted to rejoice in it, and I wanted to get to feel a little bit about my more furry side. So I tried to make a furry icon, and I'm very happy with how this looks, genuinely. I think with Kade, it just gives me a comfortable way to get back into furry art, as I didn't know how he looks as a furry, or full-on anthro furry, I don't know the term, sorry, because he is an OC that is based off a creature. He is an OC that is inspired by werewolves, or wolves, and cinemorphs, so not super furry, but because his species is like what I'd imagine a big wolf with like tons of eyes on it, like with black fur, because the void is completely black, and they, you know, they're trying camo so that they don't get seen, so they can hunt the prey without being seen by said prey, even if there's almost no prey in the void because they're dead and it's like a middle plane. I wanted that still to be a thing, and it's actually kind of funny because one of the reasons why his fur is more white is because it genuinely, all of the PNGs that I made with him with black fur or like darker fur did not look good. I still have issues with drawing Mr. Midnight because his fur is completely black, and I just couldn't make that actually look good. And then I found out about this one tip, is that like, yeah, don't draw with black or white, don't add black or white unless it's like, unless you're aware of where you're adding it or like know what to add it to, because it's just, it usually makes things look very weird, especially with shading. It'll look like kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a good way to shade. But quote unquote, you can do whatever the hell you want, and if it looks good on your art, that's completely okay. But then I began switching their fur to like a blue, a dark-ish blue, and it's gotten way better, and I really enjoy how the fur looks now. But I still struggle to make Kade's fur completely dark blue-esque, because it's always hard to spot him and move around and render with his fur, because I don't know that kind of color theory yet, and I was studying it. But regardless, I wanted to still add bits and pieces of his darker fur onto him and give him like the kind of like callbacks, because he has no clothes on, because he's trying to like keep himself warm, because this entire icon is just like me imagining him getting really pissy, because it's, voidlings aren't used to being outside in the cold. Their climate in the void is like, temperature is completely different, and they usually don't really need to be worried about temperature. So when, you know, Kade has to worry about temperature and it's really cold, he gets kind of pissy. And though he can't die, he can freeze to the point of going into hibernation, and his body shuts down until it's warm again. So he basically goes into like the same type of thing that bears does, like hibernation type of stuff, which he almost did the first day he came to Earth, the first winter he came to Earth, because he had a fight with Rem, and he ended up going out in the snow, and then he crawled his way back, and it was really sad. It really made me sad writing that. But I wanted him to be kind of pissy that it's cold, since it's getting cold out. We're not getting snow yet, but I'm hoping for snow before Christmas. Crossing my fingers. Please be snow before Christmas, or at least before my birthday, because I love snow. And that's kind of funny, because a lot of people assume that Kade is me, and Kade doesn't have his own personality or his own story or anything like that. Well, that's completely wrong. Kade is one of the OCs that I use to express myself through, because I feel like I have no self-identity. So I use Kade, and we have things that I like that he doesn't, or differences in opinions. But he's the closest thing I can associate with myself. So I use him as a persona and as an OC with two separate versions, like me using him is out of canon, but his own world he is canon in, and he has his own thoughts and feelings and etc. And he doesn't like winter or when it's snowy, so taking inspiration from a real animal, fun fact, there is a type of leopard, I believe it's a snow leopard, that when it's really cold outside, because their paws don't have the fluff to hold them warm, they will sit on top, they will take the paws on top of their tail to keep them warm, and it's really cute. I really like it. It's one of my favorite fun facts ever, and I was going to make a fun fact video of me just ranting about fun facts, fun animal facts, and if you guys want this, hit the subscribe button and comment down below, because I would really love to just info dump the fuck out of everyone. And I do really enjoy I did really enjoy drawing him. I think he came out great. There are things I could improve on, and I'm pretty sure I should get back to anatomy practice, because I did not like how his anatomy came out. But to give myself a pat on the back, I think it looks okay. But regardless, I think I want to make more art of him as an anthro. And if you have any tips, if you're a furry artist and if you have any tips on how to improve rendering and all that sort of stuff, leave them down below in the comments, because I would really love to hear and also interact with the furry community, because I've been out as a fur for 2 years or something like that, and I've not had much interactions with other furries, aside from I think one creator and a small fur community that I joined. Mostly because I'm socially anxious and I can't deal with being around other people. I get really scared. So if you're a furry or furry artist, just comment down below, and I hope you all enjoyed this little rant. I want to make longer rant videos of me just talking about things that I enjoy. But this is still something I struggle with, and the reason I started this series is because I wanted to, talk about things I enjoy a lot, but I feel like I always end up, it's weird, I get the feeling that I'm bothering people with it, and I get kind of self-conscious when I start rambling on about things that probably no one cares about, and, so I still struggle with that. I feel like I got a little bit better, but I do hope you enjoy this, and thank you for 200 subscribers. I have a main YouTube channel which is more local. If you want to interact with me on stream or watch me do Celeste, I think that will be a good channel to join. Though this one, the Muller 2, will mainly be speedpaint, art, and me talking about things that I like. So very ranty, unedited videos. So thank you so much for joining in. Have a good night, and bye.